What is up, YouTube? So, Pierce Standards here again, and we're doing a reaction video a blind reaction video to Is Ghana Still Safe? U.S. issues new warning. Let's see if it's true. This is from, what was it called? Expat Life Ghana.
Does that mean?
So I guess this is from somebody who is an expat in Ghana from the United States over there, and they're breaking it down to what it's all about. Don't know. Again, it's a blind reaction, so let's see what's up.
Looking for a way to grow your business? Opportunity is waiting at Walmart Marketplace.
So the U.S. just issued a new travel advisory for Ghana. Does that mean it's not safer anymore, or is there something more diabolical going on?
There is definitely there's something else going on here, because this one just doesn't seem quite right. So we are going to have to break this one down, which means let's get this video started.
I've been to Ghana. You guys know, if you follow my channel, I've been to Ghana plenty of time, or once for a week. There's nothing wrong with Ghana. In fact, I actually want to move there at some point. So I don't understand how there could be a heightened anything. Now, I do know they're trying to kick the United States out of Ghana, get their presence out of Ghana. So is that the reason why things are going up? Again, we haven't seen this video yet, so let's go through the video before we make any brash decisions.
Aquaba, welcome to Expat Life Ghana. I'm Tony, and this is my wife Ayo. We're documenting our move from Texas to Ghana as we go beyond the return.
Okay, so as we get started really talking about what this travel advisory means, the first thing we have to do is explain it. The United States has travel advisories that they operate on a couple of different levels, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ghana just went from a level 1 to a level 2 advisory and has not made it all the way to level 4. Level 4 is like...
Yeah, it's like, hey, don't even say Ghana. The boogeyman will get you.
But it was really interesting to see it go from a 1 to a 2, especially with us being here.
Right.
And boots on the ground kind of know what the experience is like.
I think for me, it was more interesting seeing the timing of the advisory coming out.
Yeah, well, hold on to that idea.
Okay.
So, okay, he didn't say nothing yet, but it must be because of Trump. Must be because of the president.
First, let's talk about the reality on the ground. Have you seen your daily experiences change over the course of the last 30 days?
Not at all.
I kind of knew you were going to say that.
Not at all. I do have to admit, DVLA and the Ghana police are out on the roads a little more, it seems like, but outside of that.
Well, the advisory was very specific. They're saying that there's an increased amount of crime, specifically crime towards women and people in the LGBTQ community.
I'm not a woman or a member of that community, but I've not.
I know there was a law in Ghana, correct me if I'm wrong, where you could go to jail for 3 years if you practice so-called homosexual acts. That part I know, but that's not well, I don't know. Is that what they're talking about, crimes?
Not heard any such.
Because there's whole hate groups in America that don't like the LGBTQ or women for that matter. So I don't know. Is it any different really than them being in the United States, except for the
claims from any victims or friends of victims or friends of somebody who even heard something.
Well, and I think what's really interesting is that this advisory that's being issued almost implies like a very broad, wide-reaching kind of scope of these incidents.
Yeah, like the country is just going
rampant with crime.
Yeah, just running wild,
And
I don't think that's the case at all. When I was there, they don't seem to be tripping off any kind of crime or anything like that. So I highly don't believe that the LGBTQ there is in danger, any more danger there than there are here. Now again, there is a law against being part of the LGBTQ, and I think it's 3 years imprisonment, but I don't think that there's whole hate groups that are trying to go after them. Unless I'm wrong. Let me know down below in the comments.
I can't help myself, and I know I shouldn't, but I can't help myself but to kind of position this through the lens of the crime rate in the United States.
It's like, why would you do that?
Well,
Definitely to
I think I know why.
keep people from coming here, or slow the pace of people coming here down.
Let's first wrap by saying, here on the ground, we are not really seeing a shift or a change in our daily experience in terms of if we feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
We walked to get some Kelly Willy the other night. Nobody robbed us.
Yeah, just those mosquitoes.
Just the mosquitoes got
I
us.
don't like them anyway.
Well, so why do you think that the United States is issuing this warning now?
Well, I think it's 100% political.
Against the United States?
The United States against Ghana. Just Africa as a whole is waking up to, we got this. And I think part of...
Yeah, Africa is realizing that they don't need Western powers or European powers at all to get what they want. So you're starting to see a shift into phasing out the United States or Western powers in general. I mean, you see what's going on in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, and I think Ghana is starting to say the same thing. I mean, they got gold there too. I mean, it was called the Gold Coast for a reason. So, they're trying to phase them all out. And I think if Black Americans came there, then who knows what will happen? Because we bring resources and education and creativity too. So, maybe they're trying to do the little scare tactic to prevent us from going over there.
Ghana's stance is, we got this. And you see the other African countries saying, we got this. And that need to have Big Brother always around and telling you what to do, or we got this. That's the message, But
I think there's a couple other things that are going on here.
Okay.
The second part of the travel advisory was specific to the northern region that borders Burkina Faso. And I think that might also have something to do with it.
So they don't want us to mess with Burkina Faso. Like the United States? Never mind.
Can say that in the news in the past couple of weeks, there was a killing that was tribe related in the north. That inner tribal thing up there,
conflict, not killings.
Yeah,
just conflicts.
Yeah. That is always going on. So it's not a part where foreigners or tourists go unless it's for a specific business up there. It's not a place that, you're a local, that's why you're there.
And I also think that this could be a reflection of just kind of political timing and political will in terms of how the administration feels about the leader in Burkina Faso, the leaders collectively in West Africa, and how they are positioning themselves, which leads me to reason number 3 that the United States might be doing this, and that is Ghana's recently changed its stance on who can mine for gold in...
Okay, so I'm cutting her off and see if I'm right. They are making it harder for Westerners to mine gold there, and I think they kicked out somebody. Was it English people? I forgot. But they made it hard to where you can't get gold there unless you're a citizen, right? Or it's owned by the
one
government.
of the world's highest gold producing countries, and that is no one except for Ghanaians.
I love it. Personally, I do. It's another sign of, we got this. We can do for ourselves.
Exactly.
And I think, Africa for Africans. So I'm all for it.
Ghana decided that it doesn't want to renew the mining contracts of foreign corporations in terms of gold mining here in the country. And all of a sudden, the travel advisory is issued that directly impacts the country's ability to collect travel and tourism revenue and tax related to that travel and tourism.
Right. Definitely a correlation there. Definitely.
Seems kind of retaliatory to me.
You think?
I mean, I'm not saying they're intentionally fear-mongering or anything, but...
I'll say it.
Well, yeah, anything the United States do is going to be intentionally anything, but Yeah, they're fear mongering. My question is, who owns those gold mines, and is it American? How many of them are Americans, or how many of them are the United States getting from? Are the United States profiting from them some kind of way?
It. I'll say it. Yeah, that's all right.
Thanks.
I got. Yeah, it's definitely fear mongering
That's
because
what it
now
feels
people
like.
are like, see, I told you, Ghana's not safe. They're putting out advisories. They wouldn't put out advisories unless something was going on. Ain't nothing going on.
And that's
It's
so problematic.
it's very political what's going on, and so far from the reach of travel and tourism.
I want to kind of get your take.
So let me pause this real quick. I wish I said this in the beginning, but according to Google, the little AI thing they have at the top, in Ghana, the U.S.-based company Newmont Corporation owns and operates two gold mines. I can't pronounce those names. One is located in the AHAFO region. The other one is in the eastern region. Both mines have been in operation for several years and contribute significantly to Ghana's gold production. But if you can't do that anymore, then who gets the money? Obviously, the gold goes back to the people, which is what Ghana wants. Um, but it says here, according to this one, it says energycapitalpower.com. It says that the Newmont Corporation is still operating them as of January 2025. So now I'm curious to know, when is these contracts up? That's what I'm wondering. And honestly, I'm trying to do like a really fast search real quick on my phone. I can't see where the contracts are or how to find them, at least not real quick. I may have to do a separate video for that, but yeah, if you're having a difficult time getting to Ghana, this may be part of the reason why. Let's continue.
Take out there for those of you who are watching. I want to know if you feel like things have changed here on the ground. So if you have been to Ghana, you're in Ghana currently, I would love for you to drop it in the comment and just let us know what you think. But here's the honest truth. Do you think people should still travel to Ghana? People who have plans this year?
You should absolutely still travel to Ghana. Travel to Ghana and all the way until they said you can't travel there no more. Because I believe if it's red, you cannot travel there as an American, if I remember correctly. I know that Israel and the Palestine area is red, and so you can't even get a flight that direction. I don't even know if you can get like an extension flight from Europe to go over there, but I do know once it turns red, or I'm confident in saying once it turns red, you're not getting a flight to Ghana. So go now while you can and enjoy yourself, because you will enjoy yourself.
Here, should they be afraid or should they?
With Google Workspace, Calendar lets you share your latest availability so customers can book.
Still come.
Well, I'm kind of divided on this because on one hand, I'm like, yes, you should come. On the other hand is, yes, you should come, and you should bring somebody with you.
That doesn't really sound as divided as you wanted.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, come with somebody. Just come.
Well, this travel advisory against Ghana, in terms of increasing its level, is despite the fact that Ghana is almost always in the top 5 countries, safest countries in Africa,
yeah.
and is currently sitting at number 2. So, in terms of travel and tourism, Ghana is one of the safest countries that you can be
that you can go to.
Yeah,
right. And
so clearly, this is because the gold isn't being renewed. So what is the United States getting with that gold from the Newmont corporation. Why is that so important? I mean, United States is the richest country in the world, right? You've got plenty of money and plenty of things coming into it, and obviously you need to worry about paying back debt. So what do you need the money for? Um, why is that such a big deal? Or y'all just don't want Ghana to get it because if Ghana gets it, they're gonna clip your money. Is that what y'all telling me? Like, have me down below. I mean, I'm really new to this. I'm still trying to understand this, so you guys help me out.
They're telling you, hey, don't believe that. Don't believe the hype. Don't. We're here. We can tell you. Don't believe it.
So yes, you might run into petty theft if you leave your purse or wallet sitting out.
Listen, you can run into petty theft in your hometown. You don't believe me? Go ahead and put your phone down, a really nice phone down. Leave your wallet somewhere, and I guarantee you, your money's gonna come up short. Your credit card's gonna come up missing, and if they find your ID or social security number, that's gonna come up missing. That's in your particular city. That's everywhere, guys.
Somebody might find it for you.
Yeah.
But that's just common sense stuff. That's not travel advisory level 2.
Fear mongering. That's all it is. Just
Feels-
to make, hey, don't go there. We'll show you. We'll tell our people don't go there.
Yes. So in terms of coming, be smart. Absolutely be smart. Use common sense, obviously. Those are super important. But should you cancel your trip?
Nope.
No. Don't cancel your
Not
trip.
only should you not cancel your trip, bring somebody with you.
I've seen so many people on social media just flabbergasted at this change of level for Ghana specifically, that it's one of those things where you kind of have to stop and think, why exactly? So don't believe the hype, bring a friend, and if you are planning to come, especially for your first time, we got you. We will make sure that you are safe, secure, and have a great experience. Check
I really appreciate
out everything that we offer as part of our Ghana tour.
So check out this program. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. But yeah, I think you're okay in Ghana. You're all right in Ghana. Don't worry about it. You know.